Hey, I'm doing my 422 response to No Zombies Allowed. I'm going to start off by reading one of the first quotes that I found to be the most intriguing to me and tell you why I thought it was interesting and what the reading No Zombies Allowed is about. My first quote was, "Yeah, when do we get to start using the cameras?" This is pretty much about a 8th grade teacher who is teaching a media studies course. The teacher said it will benefit the students in becoming more confident about speaking and expressing their thoughts and ideas and opinions. Not only will they be able to do all this in front of a camera or in front of an audience, but they'll be able to do it in every day life in real situations. So let's see, the students, when he first started teaching, the students were more focused on the TVs and all the equipment and everything around them in the classroom, except for focusing on the teacher specifically. That often happens in real life, no matter which grade or which school you're teaching. Students are often, they're visual learners and they're really interested and engaged in everything going on around them. So I can kind of understand where he's coming from. Visual effects have a higher impact a lot of the times than audio effects. So I guess that's probably why the quote, "Yeah, when do we start using cameras?" kind of intrigued me a little bit. As for my next quote, it is, "I knew that a media studies course would likely be met with skepticism by certain teachers at Quincy, who believed that any time in school away from reading, writing, and arithmetic was time wasted." I don't really agree with that quote too much in regards that children can benefit from other courses of study rather than just the basics. And the world today is very engaged and developed with media studies and technological advances as well. In order to succeed the media studies class, the teacher tells the students that they have to think and apply a lot of cognitive thought and skills. Students who will not think based on just what you tell them or how you instruct them to do so, you have to actually engage them and help them along and build their confidence. They need enticing and creative ways to be engaged and tools available to them that can only help them and benefit the teacher as well. A media studies course would be very beneficial to students because the world today revolves around computer-based technology and media and anything to do with the internet, and constantly will continue to grow that way and progress. So then for my third quote, it is, "It was the most enthusiastic response I'd ever gotten for a homework question in some time, and it wasn't even a formal assignment." So what the teacher is pretty much saying here is that he assigned an assignment for the children to use their imagination and be creative and connect to the assignment according to who they are and their personality and thoughts. He said to choose a topic or a song with lyrics that connect to their life. And it was an easy assignment to do because they all wanted to do it efficiently and have a chance to express themselves and express who they are to their peers as well as the teacher. To me, this was a more beneficial approach on getting students to want to learn and think rather than just telling them what to do with like a bland assignment or having to read a book and write a paper on it. Each student thought and produced their ideas in various ways, and they demonstrated different learning strategies in order to get their assignment done. As for my fourth quote, it is, "There are times when I envy those teachers who always seem to be so sure they are doing the right thing with their students." Although this doesn't pertain to the teacher in the reading, he felt that no matter what he did not have everything figured out, and he wasn't right about everything. He was still unsure about a lot of his teaching methods and skills. But he was sure that the media studies class was a positive way to engage students' lives and to get them to think critically and it was just very beneficial to their future for various reasons. This course was beneficial to let them express who they are and to think in a positive way and share it, and gave them a sense of feeling important, like their ideas actually mattered and were being listened to. It gave them a chance to search who they are inside and maybe what means something to them. It also allowed them to be introduced to the media world and the technology world today, and all of its components in it, and the knowledge they need in order to progress in the future in this kind of setting. They can get from the media studies course and take it with them. The teacher states that this course also unites the reading and writing skills with media studies, so it's kind of a lot of other academic subjects rolled into one just in this class alone. One of my real life experiences that I can relate to with this reading was my oldest daughter was asked to pick a sitcom or a movie show, something that makes her think of her life and relates to her in a special way. So she picked Wizards of Waverly Place, and she said that it was something that she watched with all of her family and something that we all got into together, that the parents in this show, they were somewhat disciplinary to the children, but yet they were also there for them as well. And she said that it also reminded her of her relationship with her sibling and how you can fight all the time with your brother or sister, but in the end you still care for them and you still have their back. So that was one of the assignments that she had been assigned from her teacher a few years back that reminded me of this particular reading. My second life experience was when my youngest daughter had to make a poster of her family and tell what it was about and come up and present in front of her classroom and explain everything about it. And they can use anything they want and any kind of creativity or pictures or draw or anything like that. So she came home and immediately she's like, I want to get pictures of me and her sister and our animals and our family. And she wanted to put it on this poster. She wanted to take family vacation photos and put them up there. She wanted to draw different stuff that she's interested in and she likes. And she wanted to put a picture up there that she made at church. And she got to use her creativity. And she was so engaged and so anxious and excited to do this project because she was getting to use her own ideas, her own creativity, and make it about her. So that was another life experience that made me relate to and think about No Zombies Allowed as well. 2 questions that I have after have read this would be, should we use different tools and visual aids in order to engage our students in understanding and accepting the content in which we are trying to teach? Or should we have no visual aids, and should the teacher be the only one up there trying to teach and engage a class and have all the focus and attention on the teacher? Which is more beneficial and why? And then my second question is, will students really choose and opt to learn if they are able to connect with what they are being taught? Why or why not? So overall, this is my 422 on No Zombies Allowed, and I hope you enjoyed listening.